I'm learning a lot about managing my expectations. I think it's hard when you have like a picture in your mind of what things are going to be like, and then when they don't turn out that way, it can be hard to like adjust. I don't know what I expected with building the van, but like basically everything I probably did expect is like the opposite, but like so much good and so much bad. So we rented a van when we were in Spain and Portugal, and then again when we were in Chile, and loved it. Like it was hard, but like we were like, we could totally do this. But we were like, oh, I wish our animals were with us. I wish we had Indy and Sophie on. So when we got home, that was kind of the next vision. We're like, okay, let's do this. Before we have kids, like let's get the van. So we started looking. It took us like a year, 2 years to save up money. And then it was like spring 2019, we finally found the van, bought it. Best day ever. Started gutting it out. We had no idea. We don't have like any skills or anything, so we were like asking our friends and family like, can you help us with different parts of the build? And yeah, we were like, what if we move out to Orcas Island, to my dad's property, and we can renovate the van there in like January, and then maybe by like October 2020 we can drive to South America, which did not happen. It is 2022 and we have not driven the van out of the state. So we packed everything up, quit our jobs again. We moved to Orcas. Before we get into our COVID experience, you gotta understand why we were so stoked to move to the island. So Washington has over 400 islands in the Puget Sound. And with that, we have the second largest ferry boat transportation system in the world.
What's number one?
Is Temple. We rode boats there.
And that was for the people.
One of those routes takes you to Orcas Island. Way back in 19-rickety-something, my great-grandpa bought this 8-acre farm, and it's rad. There's these 130-year-old apple trees, there's a beach, a lagoon, a huge organic veggie garden, a flower garden, a forest, a little creek with a waterfall, and a flock of friendly chickens. So when I was 8 years old, my dad moved us out to Orcas Island in 1999, probably mostly because of Y2K. Do you remember what Y2K was about? Why it was happening?
Computers.
Basically, they thought that when the world hit the year 2000, all the computers were gonna shut down. I know, but maybe they didn't get caught up a little bit.
Caught up to Y2K?
Yeah.
They don't need to get caught up.
I know, but maybe it wasn't a big deal for them, but it was kind of a big deal for us. Either way, the world didn't end. 2000 hit, but we were prepped. And we ended up just staying on the island.
Not me.
Me and my family. When I was 8. I didn't know Steve.
Let me tell you what. We were pumped to get out of the island. Start the new year right. 2020. Going clear. Finish our van. All this goodness.
We were gonna be like so productive. Like the most productive year ever.
So productive.
My dad finally got his doomsday fulfillment, but meanwhile we were kind of like freaking out.
Yeah, and like all the van lifers that we were following were either trying to get home somehow, or they were stuck in the country that they necessarily didn't want to be in. So we were like, do we want to continue to build the van?
What if we can't even travel? Like we were supposed to go in October, but like that quickly changed. I feel like we just like, what are we gonna do?
As the rest of the world was.
Yeah. So, we had to improvise. We had the freedom of being able to try maybe improving our skills and working on these hobbies that we loved and see if maybe we could get good enough at it to have it be income producing. Which before, it's like, you don't have the time to do that when you're working, and what if you fail? You can't just like go all in and then it doesn't work out. You're just like screwed. So
I decided to go all out on leather. I started my own business, started selling stuff on Etsy, and I started selling a lot of cat collars.
So many cat collars. And I decided to start a grooming salon outside in the flower garden. And it was just like chaotic with all the different weather changes, but people loved it. I also experimented with combining my joy for making videos with my grooming, but it made me realize that I more than ever just want to go full-time video making. So I started investing more in building my skills for video. When I was grooming dogs, I would just video anything and just make a video every day. After work, I would have to like mow the lawn or do something for my dad, so I took like a 6-week filmmaking course, basically all on the lawnmower. But I think at the end of that, we realized we can do it. Like for the first time ever, we have jobs that we don't have to quit. Like doing leather, you can do that in the van. I can do video in the van. And van life actually like continues this not having to pay for rent freedom. And we also realize we can work from anywhere in the world. And the Northwest is beautiful, but it rains a lot. And all we wanted was just to be somewhere warm. So even if we don't end up driving into South America right away, at least we can like finish the van, move in with Sufjan and Indy, and just go somewhere warm and keep doing the things that we love to do. And then as, you know, our orders started finally arriving, we were working on the van more, we were slowly starting to like build things. We're getting all of the like wiring and plumbing and things were coming together. And then yeah, it was a good year till Indy. 2020 was good for us until Indy, and that was really hard. Losing Indy was really hard and not expected at all. I mean, he was only 8.
Hey guys, Indy's dying. We went to the vet yesterday and he just has so much cancer, like so much. Like I'm grateful, you know, that it hurts this much, because it's like, that's how you know you fully loved him a lot. Alright, Indy's first time meeting his brothers. It's your new brother. Go say hi.
Why is it that days can feel long when you're in them, but all of a sudden years will pass in what feels like a blink of an eye? Indy had a total of 3,106 days. This was day 3,014, and this was day 2,953. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, let it free. Indy, drop. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Get it. You baby, look at Are you helpful? What are you doing?
You were so Andy, did you pick those flowers? Did you pick those?
It was November. We stopped building again, and it was the start of the rainiest year we've ever had in the Pacific Northwest. With no prior building experience, we were realizing that things that we thought would only take a few days to complete were actually taking months to finish. It was then that we were faced with a choice. Give in to all of our sadness and give up because the project was just getting too hard, or do the hard things even when we didn't feel like it. We chose to push through. A week. Over it. Very over it. Hold on. We are getting way ahead of ourselves. You can't see the end yet. There's so many more stories we got to tell you. Like raptor lining our entire van, building an elevator bed,
It worked.
and insulating our walls with dog hair. We'll save those stories for another day, but for now we'll end on this story. Ready?
Yep.
Alright, Bloop's first time in the van. It's not as finished as we thought it would be. Boy. Good boy.
Some treats in here.
Oh, good boy. Look at this. We got a window. We got a hatch up there. We got another window. And then this is the front. It's not done yet, but you're gonna love it.
That's almost complete for you, isn't it?
Chicken! Good boy!
Let's go to the bathroom.
Good boy, Sue. Good.
Yeah, good job.
I wouldn't change it. I don't think. Because I like who I am now on the other side of it. All of the bad things and all of the hard things have just pushed me so much further than I ever knew I was capable of, and that's a good thing. It's a really good thing. In the moment though, it really sucks. And I think I wish I had expected that. I think it would have been easier if I was expecting how hard it was gonna be. Like, not how hard building a van was gonna be, but like how hard all of the other things besides building a van and then building a van was gonna be.
Till next time, if you're already a subscriber, I just want to invite you to hit that unsubscribe button. Things are gonna get crazy, and this is your last chance to get out while you still can. Also, feel free to unfollow us on Instagram, where you'll definitely be bombarded by our current joys and failures on the road. Cool, thanks, bye.